Hello everyone and welcome back to the plot. It is the 27th of August and it is breezy. It actually rained all morning and I think this is the last sunny afternoon that we're gonna have for quite a while because it looks like the rain is just gonna keep on coming. Oh gosh. So I've been away from the plot for about a week now, and I actually went on a camping trip over the weekend with some of my friends, and it was so nice. We stayed in mid Wales in Kinghordy, right next to the viaduct actually, so we could see the train going over the Heart of Wales line. It was so nice, and we had some lovely weather, very sunny and blue skies, and we stayed in a yurt which was on a sheep farm, so there was just sheep all around us. So the first night we got there, we did some relaxing, and I'd made a focaccia and taken some courgettes and beans from the plot and made like a sun-dried tomato pesto sauce. So we had that and had the fire going. The next day we went to the Welsh lavender farm, which I've been wanting to go to for quite a while. It's literally in the middle of nowhere and it's got a sauna and natural pool, so I used both of those, went for a swim, had a nice cup of coffee and cake there, had a barbecue in the evening at the yurt, and the next day was super sunny and nice, and we ended up going to Aberglasney Gardens, which is closer to Carmarthen. Very nice little garden. I hadn't been there in like 14 years probably. It's quite small. There's lots and lots to see. They have an amazing kitchen garden there. I had so many ideas, but it's so nice to see other kitchen gardens just have so many flowers. So many flowers amongst all the vegetables. So that was really lovely time there. Yeah, so that was pretty much my weekend. But not going to lie though, the plot is looking a little tired and dishevelled, and it just looks like it's going to give up soon. And in all honesty, I kind of feel the same. I am tired and I just want to rest, and I'm sure lots of these plants just want to rest now too. I think we've got quite a lot to pick and harvest, but gosh, I am ready for autumn. I'm ready to take a step away from the plot and just think about things, plan things out, get ready for next year. And gosh, yeah, I am tired. Got loads of seed pods to pick before the rain comes. That sunflower, the Titan sunflower, absolutely, yeah, ready to go to bed. These guys are looking good though. Got loads of tomatoes to get today. Look at all them. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk around, harvest, and have a chat. I think I'm gonna pick a lot of the tomatoes because the rain is coming. I think they're gonna get like watery and split. So I'm gonna pick as many as possible. And also this structure is falling down again. Noted for next year. Make a better structure. Got loads of these. I think these are black cherry. Nice big ones. Yeah, I am feeling a little burnt out, if I'm honest, and I just want to take a rest away from allotmenting and making videos. I don't think I'm burnt out from gardening. I don't know. I think I just tried to do a little bit too much this summer, and like somebody's eating that one. And it's really taking a toll right now. I just feel like I'm struggling to keep up, struggling to show up. If that's the thing. Oh no, I just dropped one. Um, oh, look at all of those. These are sungold. Yeah, that one's just gone and split. Some golds, if they're like too ripe, they will just fall off, or you'll just pick them and they'll split immediately, which is a little annoying, but yeah, I just haven't got to them quick enough. I'm going to take these ones as well, actually. I think actually I'm not going to use this container because I think today we're only going to have tomatoes and beans, so there's no point splitting them up. Let's go around. Yeah, so recently I've been trying to do 2 videos a week, and I thought it would be easy. I thought I'd be able to do it no problem. I thought because I have loads to do at the plot, I thought it'd be good content, easy content, because I was excited about all the things I was doing. But it's come to it, and I've just felt like I can't be bothered. I just need a rest. And I was like, right, okay, it's fine. I won't do all these like crazy projects and ideas that I've had. I'm just gonna enjoy being here, do the harvesting, the cooking, and have a nice time. Oh my gosh, what is this? Right, okay, I think the squirrels have been eating my sunflowers because there's like a million billion seeds down there. Oh my gosh, what the hell? I was like, what the hell is all this? Why is that there? They're all open little seed pods down there from the sunflowers, and I looked up. It's this one. That edge is like completely gone. Look at it, they've pulled out all the seeds. I'm gonna have to save some of these seeds before they all get eaten. So that's probably why this is leaning over so much. There's been a squirrel, probably. Okay, what was I saying? So I went into August thinking that I would be super productive, make loads of videos, have really great, interesting content, and then I just haven't felt like it at all. I think partly, like I was doing well, making the videos, uploading them, but partly YouTube's been quite quiet recently. Not just for me, which makes things better because I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong, but the views have been down a lot, and it's across the board. It's not just me, it's fine. And it's felt like, because I've just felt so tired and wanted to take a step back, there's no point forcing myself to make more than one video a week when the views are low anyway. I feel like everyone's off doing things. It's summer, people are probably on summer holidays, people probably have children and grandkids to look after. They're not spending all their time watching YouTube videos. So why am I trying to put even more content out when people are busy? So yeah, all that to say, I'm not going to do 2 videos a week. It's too much. YouTube isn't my full-time job. I think a lot of people forget that, including myself sometimes. I'm like, why am I spending so much time on this when gardening and allotmenting is literally my hobby, and making videos, it's a hobby for me. These tomatoes are so weird. These are supposed to be Consoluto Fiorentino, but they are definitely not, because like they've kind of got the shape, but they're not. That's not what a Consoluto Fiorentino is supposed to look like. So weird. But I've got a few of those. Yeah, YouTube isn't my full-time job. It is my hobby. I'm doing it for fun. And I don't want to force myself to carry on doing this hobby if I'm feeling tired, if I'm feeling like I need a break. There's no point forcing it because then I will start not enjoying it and then it'll become a chore. And I don't want that. I don't understand what's going on with these tomatoes. There's a lot going on actually. I think I've got all like the ripe ones or the ones that are just turning. Take that one. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Ugh. Not bad, not bad. Lots of different colours, which is fun. Those are the weird Costelluto Fiorentinos, which don't look anything like them. We've got the black cherries. These are the Golden Crown, the big yellow ones. I really like these. Very nice. Yeah, just a nice big bunch of cherryish tomatoes. That's a funny one. I think this is more like what the Costelluto Fiorentino is supposed to look like, so yeah. Nice, let's go on to beans. Yeah, I don't know if any of that ramble made any sense at all. I don't think I like the purple bean, this one. Like, look how big they get. Absolutely huge. But the sunshine ones just seem to stay small. And the cobra as well, really. They're just nice little beans, aren't they? The cobra French beans and the sunshines are very similar, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the purple ones. They just get so big so quick. I think I've got all the nice ones. Is there any this side? Don't think so. Okay, what about here? I don't know whether to pick these pink beans because I don't know if you're supposed to eat just the bean or the pod as well. I think they're a type of borlotti bean. So should I pick them now or do I let them get like big? Should have probably looked that up. Maybe I'll leave them. So not very many climbing French beans today. I'm just gonna leave the giant ones. I think you can dry the beans. Like if I let those just do their thing and dry out, I think I can just harvest the actual bean, right? Maybe? I'll look that up later as well. Yeah, then dry the beans and use the dried beans. I think that's the same with the fire tongue beans as well. So, oh, I forgot to put food out for the birds. Oops, I'll do that now. Let me get the food. I need to rinse the. Why are birds so messy? Like, what is up with them? Okay, let me get the spray. I think I've only got a couple of courgettes and some dwarf beans to pick, and then we're pretty much done here. I'll probably pick up some sweet pea seeds as well. Oh, there's actually more courgettes than I thought. I can actually see quite a few yellow ones, and it's weird because the yellow ones haven't really done anything until now, and I think the Romanesco courgette has kind of given up now. It produced a couple of absolute whoppers, so I think it just put so much energy into those, and those guys aren't pollinated down there, so let's pick the courgettes. Right, my bet is there are 4 courgettes in here, but there could be more. Oops. Okay, there's 1. This one looks like it's had a nibble out of. Wonder who did that. 2. Hello! My neighbour's just given me a courgette, a parsnip. Give him a courgette. Jeez. Okay, got a couple more than I thought. And my neighbour doesn't eat courgette. So never mind. He gave me a couple of spuds and a big parsnip. So I'll be cooking those this weekend. But geez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6. And yeah. What am I gonna? I have to do more courgette recipes now. Never mind, just found another one. We've got 7 yellow courgettes. What am I gonna do? Right, here's what we've got so far. 7 courgettes, the tomatoes and beans, and my neighbour was parsnip. Jeez. That's crazy. And he's given me a couple of spuds as well. Oh, jeez. Next, I know I've got loads and loads of French beans in here to harvest. Ooh, look at them all. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that the second sowing of these beans are starting to make actual beans now, because I much prefer dwarf beans to climbing beans. Right, let's pick those. Gosh, they're just so nice. Like perfect beans. It is harder to see these beans, but it's worth all the effort of searching for them because they just taste so nice. Anyway, back to YouTube. I have decided I'm only going to do 1 video a week because it's what I can manage, it's what I know I can produce every week, and I will probably just mix in cooking, gardening at home and gardening at the allotment, rather, and just have 1 vlog a week rather than trying to split everything up into separate videos and then getting worked up because I haven't finished editing something, and then yeah, I'm just gonna do 1 video a week, keep it simple, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to autumn. I'm gonna be very sad to not have French beans anymore because I think they have been my favourite thing this summer. French beans. I love French beans. So many beans. I feel like an absolute little gremlin down here, hunched and crunched over, searching for beans. And then I will wonder like why my knees and back aches. I have actually been weighing all of my produce this year, everything that I pick from the plot and the garden, and I am quite excited for like to add it all up at the end of the year and then to compare it to next year. And I think I just love a good spreadsheet, and a spreadsheet of garden produce is just like so satisfying. It's cool to compare to supermarket prices and to see how much money I've spent on just 1 packet of seed and how many, I don't know, like tomatoes and beans I've got just from buying that 1 packet of seed, and how much it would cost for the same amount of bean in the supermarket. So it's all cool. Obviously, growing your own isn't just buying 1 packet of seed. It's the soil care and the potting on and the watering and the compost and all that added on as well. So I don't know if growing your own does actually save you money in the long run, but it's obviously more than just saving money, isn't it? It's being outside, being in nature, being in tune with the seasons, eating seasonally, learning about the soil and vegetables and animals and bugs and everything. Learning how to allotment, how to garden. Being outside is also very good for your brain. my brain at least, I always feel so much better once I've been outside. Nothing can beat spending a few hours at the allotment, feeding the birds, picking your produce, cooking your produce. Like it's all more than just saving money. I'm onto the purple beans now. I think I've only got 2 purple bean plants in here. I tried to snip the beans off with a scissors because I find if I'm pulling them, then I end up accidentally pulling flowers off or beans that aren't big enough and snapping them. So I'm trying to be very careful with harvesting these. This plant is actually quite big. I think it's actually shaded out the other bean plant, the middle one, so I don't think there's any on there really. Yeah, I don't have very many purple beans today. Another reason why I think I've just felt so tired and demotivated is because I'm actually doing a lot more running now, and I've been training I've entered into a race in November, and I've been running like 3 times a week, and it's a lot more than what I'm used to. And I think once I've been running, I don't want a few hours of like hard work at the allotment. I want to just rest. So I think that's also contributing to why I'm not feeling motivated in like my other hobbies, gardening hobbies at the moment. But anyway, beans, look at all these guys. So excited. Let's put them in the basket. Let's get some more pods. I honestly have I have a ridiculous amount of sweet pea seeds at home already from saving these seeds. Oh, some are very crunchy. But I feel like I need to save all of these seeds since I've gone through the trouble of growing them. Oops. Some really good sized pods. Ah, they're already opening. I've had a couple of the sweet pea pods like explode at home. They get to a certain point and then just pop open and the seeds just go everywhere. It's kind of scary when you're just sat there minding your own business and suddenly there's like an explosion of pea seeds. Where's my box gone? I think I need to put these in there. Ah, they're popping like as I put them in the box. Got some really good sized seeds. I think everyone is going to be getting sweet pea seeds for Christmas and for next year. I think the plot would look so much tidier if I wasn't so into saving seeds at the moment, because obviously I've got to let these keep growing and develop the seed pods and then dry out, when I suppose most people wouldn't bother and they'd just get rid of them as soon as they started going yellow. Oh my gosh, that one just exploded out of the pot. I don't know where it went. But I guess next year then I won't need to save seeds from sweet peas, so it just won't be as messy maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I think I can probably get rid of these sweet peas now that I have a ridiculous amount of seeds. Okay, I think that's it. That's it for those. I'm going to see if there's any at the front that can be harvested. I can't actually get through that way anymore because I let the muskmallow just grow. It's so gritty and the bees, it's absolutely covered in bees, so I don't regret it at all. But I don't really have a path that way anymore. I need to keep these separate actually because I don't want to mix them all up. These are the Enchante, and the ones in the middle were the Fire and Ice. I think these are a little bit behind. There's not as many crispy pods ready. There's actually a couple of flowers still on here, so yeah, they're a little slower to do their pods. I can hear a squirrel eating. It's up in the tree over there, and I'm convinced it's eating sunflower seeds. Oh, I actually collected some hollyhock seeds last time I was here, and I think I will collect a couple more. Right, I think that's all for now. Next is hollyhock seeds. I don't think you can see me. Sorry. Hollyhock seeds are so weird. I love them. They're like all in a little circle inside the pod. If I can find a ready one, I will show you. I'm gonna see if I can do this, but this one's like not completely ready, but the seeds are actually falling out. Maybe it is ready, but it's like a little donut of seeds inside. There we go. So I saved some seeds from the black flower last week. So these seeds I'm saving are from the pink flower, and I'm gonna see like what colour they come out to be. I don't know whether they are like snapdragons, which pollinate all over the place, and you don't know what you're gonna get. Same with dahlias as well. I really want to save some dahlia seeds from the Teesbrook Audrey plant and see what they come out like. I think next year is going to be a lot of experimenting with how my saved seed turns out. So this is the Teesbrook Audrey, and to save dahlia seeds I think you need to squeeze the liquid out and wait for them to dry. This one's quite dry. No, not. If there is a dry one I'll cut it off and see what happens at home. I'll see what happens with this one. Take it home. Stick it under the beans. Well, I haven't seen you in ages. Hello? Why are you trying to get away from me? I want to say hello. What are you doing? I want to say hello. I like cats. I'm your friend. Don't hide from me. Oh gosh. You can't get out. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, bye then. But you're so pretty. I want to say hello. Where are you going? I just picked some dahlias and now I'm going to head home. So I think what I'll do is show you what I've been cooking this week and yeah, insert that into this video. So let's head to the kitchen. I have tomatoes coming out of my ears at the moment, so I decided to make a roasted cherry tomato sauce for over pastas and pizza. So I used my red tomatoes and chucked in a couple of garlic cloves and courgettes, mixed it with some olive oil and salt and pepper, and I roasted it for about 30 minutes on 180. And I will eat the yellow, orange and black cherry tomatoes as they are, so I just used the red ones for this. Once it came out the oven, I was going to reduce it down, use an immersion blender and then put it on the hob to get some of the liquid out, but I ended up not having to reduce it. The immersion blender, it didn't work. It was spraying tomato absolutely everywhere, so I decided to use my little mini blender and do about 3 batches in the mini blender, and it turned out really well. And I didn't need to reduce it because it was quite a thick sauce. And after making this sauce, I felt like making pizza, so I made a pizza for one as Josh wasn't around. I made my dough, and while it was rising, I went outside to do a little bit of gardening. I did a little bit of tidying up and mainly deadheading. And while I was deadheading, I realised some of the snapdragons, their seed pods were ready. I collected quite a lot of those and I'm very excited to get sowing snapdragons this autumn and early next year. Absolutely love snapdragons. I think I mentioned snapdragons in probably every video, but I have barely any at the plot this year, and next year I definitely want to dedicate a flower bed to just snapdragons at the plot. And since I'm saving my own seed, it is so exciting to see what colours come out. This year I've been very lucky to have lots of different shades of pinks, which is exactly what I want, but I do wonder what these seeds will turn out like next year. It's too hot to be outside, but I got a couple of jobs ticked off the list. So my dough has risen. I think that's pretty much doubled. Before I stretch the dough, I am going to chop up some courgette and fry it and then have that on my pizza because I've got so much of it. I think I'm going to go with courgettes, tomatoes, red onion and fake chicken. I don't eat meat if you haven't guessed, so I've got fake chicken for my pizza. Got a bit of yellow courgette to use up. That's a bit funny, that piece. Just gonna cut that off. So my favourite courgette is the Romanesco one, and people ask me why, and it's because it tastes nice and it looks nice, and it's actually got quite a thin skin. So I'm noticing with this yellow courgette, I don't know if you can see, but the skin is actually quite thick on it, and it's not like that on the Romanesco courgette. So yeah, I love them because they taste nice and because they look nice. I don't really know how much to do. That's probably way too big. I guess they'll shrink a bit. I might as well do the whole thing. I'm just gently frying them in a little bit of butter just to get some of the liquid out of them, really. I don't really want a soggy pizza. Since I'm having yellow courgette on my pizza, I feel like I need red tomatoes, but the only tomatoes I have left are the tiny little red currant ones, but that's fine. These are good just to chuck on a pizza, so we'll have little baby red currant tomatoes and yellow courgette and red onion. Well, purple onion, isn't it? Oops. What did you just say? I thought I could hear a cat being naughty. I was sorting my seeds out to see what I could direct sow from September. So I've already got calendula, poppies, excuse me, more calendula, cornflowers. It'd be nice to do a little bed of cornflowers. I think this is nigella. I've got pansies and violas to do in cells, and then most of my snapdragon packets are empty, but it's a good job that I found some seeds that were ready. Yeah, and then more broccoli rabe. These are opium poppies. It says Eugene poppy because they came from my mum's friend's garden called Eugene. So yeah, we've got lots to be sowing from September and October. Okay, time for the dough. I would love like a pizza stone or something. Or, you know what, a pizza oven, wouldn't that be so cool? But unfortunately, I will have to make do with some greaseproof paper and a regular oven. There we go. There we go, it's almost a circle. Here's my sauce. I think if I had a higher speed blender, it wouldn't be so seedy. I did put some basil leaves in there as well, so that's why there's green bits, but this is a very nice sauce. I always put too much sauce, but oh wow. It's actually quite orange, isn't it? I'm gonna stick some of the courgette on, but I'll probably end up just eating the rest of it. I've only got mozzarella, like a ball of mozzarella today, which is sad. Usually I like to put a couple of different cheeses on my pizza. I don't know if you can hear Frida, but she's going nuts. I think she wants dinner already, but she had a late breakfast. You shouldn't be hungry already. Maybe she just wants attention. Maybe I've got something to grate. I've got a bit of cheddar actually. Let's put some cheddar on. Gotta have some chili flakes. And a bit of oregano. Okay, maybe a lot. Nice. Okay, let's get this in the oven. Yay! Nice and crispy. Okay, time to eat pizza and watch Dexter, and then I'll go out and water. Good evening, guys. I just had such a lovely time at the allotment. I didn't film anything, I just went over and I did the usual things like deadheading, watering, picking. I saved some more seed, and I also picked so many tomatoes. I did not think that I would have quite so many ready because I picked quite a lot last week, but look at them all. They're all different colours and they just look beautiful in the bowl. And then I went outside and I had even more in the garden to harvest, so we've got a little bowl of mainly yellow ones. So yeah, we've got lots of tomatoes to do something with again. But this evening I am gonna make courgette fritters. I was gonna call them zucchini fritters then. When do I ever say zucchini? I did start prepping the ingredients before going over to the allotment because it's 20 to 8. I'm going to be having a late dinner. I think I'm going to have the zucchini fritters with salmon. I think that would be nice. So yeah, let's get on with that. I put the courgette in a colander and I put some heavy stuff in the bowl to try and squeeze some of the liquid out, but oh my gosh. That didn't really do much while I was out. It's like barely any liquid. So I think the easiest way to get rid of the liquid is to put the courgette in a clean tea towel and wring it out. So I'm going to do that. I'm really looking forward to these. And my piece of salmon is tiny, so I'm having 3 big boy fritters. Let's go, hope they're good. I am going to leave you with some more footage from the lavender farm and Aberglasney Gardens. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that the first half was just so chatty. Editing this, I was like, oh my gosh, I talk so much. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next week for another chill cooking video, I think, because I just have so many tomatoes and courgettes to cook, and the parsnip and the spuds from my neighbour. So I will see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all those YouTube things. Have a great week. Bye guys. Yeah, it's the best way. I know. The butterflies are obsessed. So many cabbage whites. Oh, it's 3 over there. Oh no, there's 4. Because we haven't read the information.
Oh my god, I want to go on that one.
Can you?
I think you can, because you can go down